Awujafo emamo ha emamo akwaba eba Dan Kwaku Yeboah TV on YouTube. Na yafatu ye huso se ye besra ye legend no ene omo di nkomo. Na yesua o mabakwasem, yesua lessons efrimu as up and coming sportsmen. Yani legends be di nkomo, Mas Senegal, Sam Johnson, a lot of them. I can't mention Joe Doe, Kwesi Appiah, Samuel Jan. The list is endless. Na ene you try ye and Saka. The man Ghanaians describe him as the neatest Black Stars striker, Augustine Ahinful. Champion.
Nah.
I don't know neatest.
That's my main chair for. I think so. Today I'm going to mix tree and fancy because me a fancy. I think the air can tree no they be all that. So we'll just mix it up.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it also does not bother me. I'm sure that I'm from Modern because they be a make a day. Obia ombo local football dano. Ono onyini no na end of professional outside no botu market because into me grand jam there. Obi wa ko ball Caladan Park. Na me won yefi. Yeah, it's not possible. It's never possible. But maybe it's the nature, the way people see me. In my own, no. I'm not like that. I think my own brother Fifi Banson. You see, can 2000. Do say na no formation at Obo, and I was playing on the left.
Okay.
And sometimes in Obo Otoado, and Steven on the right. And then Kwame are you in the middle. Even though now you are pre Kumo or team no monade, but I don't know why he felt that I should play there. And there, so actually formation was like we had a 4-back, so Dubate left, sometimes Steve Middle on the right, or Seku for Sam Johnson or Mohamed Gago pay, and as Santa Mohamed Gago will play ahead of them, and then we have Alex Nyako, Siki Akono, myself, Kwame Ayu, and then Otto and Steven. Because I remember the first match was in Cameroon against Cameroon Douala. Dosena's first match. 98. And we won that game over there. It was a qualifier for Can 2000. Okay. And you know when you're that team no. Tabasha Otoado, the first time with us no, he didn't play. One shot is simple. Okay. I remember me for playing with Holland, Amsterdam, myself, Gerda, Samoa, I don't know. Because I was coming from Europe. Mozambique. We won that game by a goal. And so he played me on the left, Kwame Ayu in the middle and all that. But your first match against Cameroon. If the video, I'm sure the video, because recently, let me show you.
Yeah.
Yes. I got injured. I had a groin. Okay. And then I was, after 15, 20 minutes, man, I'm here, them, no, was the sound, I came out. The next one against Togo, Mambo. But Dosena wanted me to play against Cote d'Ivoire. Okay. At all costs, which was the third match of the first one. And in camp, he was always on me, and Psychochi, Almasar, and the doctors. They were injecting ice. Augustine, now we call Augustine. You have to play. Augustine, you have to play this match, and there's a tournament. The sheer pressure from him and also the love of wanting to represent the nation, you know, made me say, okay, I'll play. But any other coach probably wouldn't have played me. Yeah. Because Yapreko had played a good game against Togo, the second match. And then the third match, he wanted to bench Yapreko and start me. From injury. And indeed, that match, I couldn't really do much. I could not run. I couldn't do anything because, you know, groin injury, it's here. So when you try to stretch it up, you know, you have it. I couldn't. So I think when we lost that match, you know, and even Fifi Banson was on his program, those times for Peace FM. Okay, he was into more sports than any other thing. Yes.
He's an excellent
yes. So I think on his program, he said, na beka the ball no more board, me mpeda mo bobi, mo bofo man and marshal. In that jovial sense. He didn't really meant what he was saying. But that thing stuck up there until now. People who did not even see me play, but have heard of me, will always say, "Oh, guess like your own colleague, Dachi." Yeah. Muhunu Equatorial Guinea, 2015 during the Nations Cup. So when he introduced himself to me, now I say, now that's how it more radio be or tema. I want to be from a Edzo striker. But now, how old are you? Oh, you didn't see me play really, but say history. So it's not like that. But I take it in good stride. I'm okay with it. When you know, every program that I go, that is the introduction given me. But my colleagues, I mean, your like or circle for they know the sort of person that I am. Then you know that during our era, it got to a point when you don't tuck in your Jessica, the referee will give you a yellow card.
Discipline there.
It was an instruction from the Federation, FIFA and all that. Until just recently that they said, oh, you can either tuck in. So now when you tuck in, you look awkward.
Yeah.
Very awkward because this Brazilian that Real Madrid have signed, Hendrick, new player, young boy, no. Yeah. National team about recently, I saw him tack him 2 matches against England and Spain. That's actually this guy look awkward.
Up and coming.
Yeah, so it's like that, but it's all good.
Before I'm able to a interview, Minya Kwenyani referee Okwampa.
Yeah.
Zinkomodu America. I'm struggling to speak Fanti, but I'll try. Na not describe it as Ahinful soccer missionaries. Na ka has of food. Nina na being cranty. Also confirm me there. How to folk on their way to Ahinful su would do in Sunodon. No the way you apply. No catch na nanum there. Aba, so
we are about entering for Zoo.
What's go cry when she now worry apply and Ahinful soccer missionary supporters who go pay. No yen to come. Na them to come by go do pitch no.
Yeah.
Man that day refer Kwampa che the bro papa. The match na bobia.
Okay, so Refer Kwampa Nala, I watched that interview, and Nala he mentioned my name, he mentioned Ben Owu and all that, and I was happy that finally he himself had come out to talk about it. Because of that, was when the soccer mission is so many matches, I was Ahinful so because of that. And we have so folk and Asante Kotoko. Those times, what about Ohoma? They come with intimidation. Yeah. And soccer mission that year, young boys in Kotini, we had won the gala that year.
Augustine Ahinful.
Yes, Kevin Asian. Beno. My own brother Papa Ahinful was in there as a midfielder. Willie Brown had not come. Okay. He came the second year. Okay. And we had Joe Jechi, left back, be an offensive part, and we had other players that we could also. It was just solid unknown team.
Yeah, but solid.
It was solid. Yeah. When we were coming to your home grounds, as young as we were, no. Now, match Nangasana, it's a Nangasana. The linesman flagged, but he overruled the linesman. The linesman closer to the ball flagged. He overruled. Unfortunately for him, that resulted in that one goal that we lost. And then whatever happened, happened. I don't know why. Superstition, Dan. On young players, won't grow enough. Because you're painful, no, or the BB ashemu that without that, we can't really perform. And so, during those times, even at the coach level, then, you go into play a match and then you will be camped in the room and you will be praying and then there will be incense and all that, thinking that that is what was going to propel you to win. But when I transitioned, I went to professional football, no, until them, cry. And as we speak today, people are still using, club officials are doing it. So when you look at the local scene, you look at the foreign scene, the difference is like that. So referee Nangasa can by himself. So I don't really want to continue with what happened. What happened. House of Folk even came with military men. There is a guy, Shooter. I will mention him. Shooter was part of that 69 battalion or whatever. So whenever House was traveling, because the president at the time, preference was House of Folk, they come with them. I remember even in Ashanti go first then. Our first match, official match to open Linkley Sports Stadium, we were supposed to start the match 3 o'clock. 1-0. Benadayi scored. Match order start 3. They came to the stadium 4 o'clock. Yes.
And the referee allowed them?
So any other referee, properly so-called, could have called the match and given the points to Ash Gold. The stadium was packed. House of Folk came 4 o'clock. When they came, trouble. So the match was started. Fortunately, now Ash Gold, your front light was stadium one day. And they beat us 1-0 because to them, Kwaku baby Mwasi. They start the match in 3, they beat one. Into order for Kwambia, the match will start after. So they came 4 o'clock problem and they won the match. And there was no sanctions because at the time everyone is House of Folk. Thank you. And the whatever happened, say Obi Wuya, he would have caused that. Per that decision. But fortunately, no one died.
Maybe I know apply the FIFA rule that gives him the final authority as a referee.
Yes, but when the linesman is there to assist you. So when the man is so close to the ball and has done something, unless of course the linesman, you in your mind think that he's cheating. Yes, but if the linesman who's supposed to help is closer and he thinks that this is the decision, then you overrule him and then, as if we were suspended twice. Another referee came against Okoye United. That time CK was in Okoye United, near Yeboah, all of them. And Mijima and all that. Ahinful the same. And also 1-0 referee. No, that referee, I never saw him referee again because then I saw Jaga on be at the time. No, what the bonity match there? Oh, yes, that referee. And because one, done. Look at where Ahinful is. If you are a referee and you are coming to intimidate the locals, nobody will forgive you. So sometimes, in as much as we're in Panade, or they will too, we're fair. Thank you. The name of the game is fair play, but
generation referees in that.
Okay, so those generation referees were very, very, assertive, and like. And they had that boldness. Someone like, I don't know his name, but Referee Adwan and our friend. Referee Adwan and Kasano Sowa. And you can't even go close to him. Referee Mensah, they had 2 referee Mensahs, both from Takrady. One was a military man, and one was a tall man. Never cry a referee. Okay. And when you are going to that, he was a W. You can't approach him because. And referee Atifu, Takwa, all these people. So really, Kwampa himself, there was one referee Yeboah, another one. He's the whole my playing career. No, pen will be on my red card. Okay, so that time, 93 if you're Australia, and Augustine Ahinful was on top, and we're playing Olympics in Obuasi. I don't know whether it was an instruction given him or something. Then there was a true born a mutu in Kamanko. Na Kasula cost Nida Kwankra or Kasula, one of them. Like pushed me, so the ball went out. All then called you throwing Emma Ice Good. No, it's throwing against us. Okay. For Olympics rather. And he was referee. When I did referee, red card, bam.
Not even a yellow card.
Not even a yellow card.
Maybe you know what's that.
I don't know. And the next day in the newspapers, I think that I've gone to Australia and I've come. I'm disrespecting the referee. Well, yes, because those times, newspaper. Oh, so okay, no problem. So I was suspended. My last match I played for Ash Gold before I transferred to Dortmund. He was the referee. And guess what? Before the match, I took Efio Jones. He was assistant coach. Also, guess the referee wants to speak to you. And I'm saying, about what? So he wants to apologize to you. I'm saying, really? Somebody that showed me the red card and all sorts of things were written about me wants to speak to me. I'll say yes. So I took Efio. We all respected. Okay. So he impressed on me, and then I went to their changing room. And then he started. I went down saying, in Elba Pamicha on there. You have given me the red card. Whatever people had to write, and they have. So, and that was the last time I heard of him. I've seen him, and he's the only referee that showed me that record. Because hardly will you give me a yellow. 1 year because he knew in his heart that whatever he had done,
no some bad press.
Thank you, you see. But it's okay. It's part of life.
Okay, so then if he.
Okay, so we are Takradi. But me papa fi Abrodunko. Na me mama fi Ayardo. Ayardo is just a walking distance away from Abrodunko. Me papa mo. So when you are going to Nyankumasi,
all in Central region.
Yes. Okay. So when you are going to Nyankumasi from Nyamransa, you get to a junction where the police for checkpoint. Okay, so that village there, me papa no wodi hin over 413 kwanta. It's part of Abrodunko there. And then so walking distance away you are in Fancy Nyankumasi. When you make the right, you are going to my hometown, my mom's hometown.
Family no where?
My siblings, you mean? Okay, so we are 7. I'm the 6th born. But we are 3 girls and 4 boys.
Wow. Never footballer.
No, all of us played. At a point in time, 3 of us never go first. My big brother also played for second 11 wise. Because my father played football. My father played football. Ni mate Bimoni Kofi Paremon ade. And he captained second year as a case. He captained second year as a case.
Going up and I'm training.
No. Dan, I can tell you way back that as young as maybe 5 years or so thereabout, whenever Azekes was going to the stadium, I was because there are 2 teams. They had the junior team and the senior team. Every time, no junior team would in Kanwobo and the senior team. And Azekes one junior team found Maravans. So every time Maravans was at Jendu Stadium, I was in their car, and then we'll stay there. And then the senior team will come. So my senior players like John Essien, Kofi Abre, Emmanuel Kwashi, Joseph Carr, all these people, they've known me like that.
So you
grow up because my father was their coach. Oh. Yes. 1977, 77, Ghana Ambo League. Yeah. Because Ghana was going to host 78 nations to Ambo League. So there's a competition for Novelty League. My father coached Azekes and won.
Really?
Yes. You can go and check the history.
Oh
yeah. He died 98. 98. Oh yeah. But I would have wished they were better now actually, because when things were becoming okay, I think the year that I got my professional contract outside Nana Onya stroke. 93. So he really did not, and you know, fanciful Papa Funa, the all year also were in village. That time was Switzerland. So when I came down, because she popular village, baby all share area and I was and I hear them. No. I have to go back to Takrady. Because now we bought a house for the family and no. So he went to the village. I think they got all year conventional medication for a while before the traditional, but immediately he went into the traditional medication. And the drew baby, one don't know, but there was no improvement. And so we had to take him to Takrady, and then he was there until he passed 98. Mommy passed also by 2013. Because mommy, Poppy died 98. Now mommy will 2013 November. But last year December was 10 years. My mom we buried her, and then my father 15 years. Yeah, so we did something small.
I mean from what is a Kevin Taylor your relative?
Yeah, his father is my mom's junior brother.
Really? A wolf as in
like we are cousins.
Okay.
Because his father is my mom's junior brother.
Okay.
And in the family, me no the eldest in the family. Oh. In my mom's father's family. Oh. And my mom's father, ni nuani Kevin Taylor ne mami. Oh, the man. Into ono ne chiba 3, ani Kevin Taylor ne nana. And nana no to Kevin ne papa. So as you speak, he's the chief of our village. So my mom's junior brother is Kevin's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And he has mentioned me a couple of times on his program. Yeah.
Where are you? Baby.
Charlie. Sometimes, you know, it should be a no about inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At what point? Of course, when?
Okay, so me call young Christian Watakra the first. Okay. After a year na me because now Air Force for but to school for the Air Force complex. So I went to Air Force complex. Now me Air Force complex, me call GNSTS. And then the rest is history. Ball into when I was done, got to a point and I had to stop it. Yes, I was part of this from elementary school to GSS. Okay, so I was playing not as a striker, I was playing like an offensive midfielder. Okay. So if you watch my play, especially in Turkey, when I went there, no, Ohin Kennedy were one team. So the coach played me behind Ohin Kennedy. Or US. Okay. Or Boston. So each time, when Kennedy was fighting the defenders, I would just go and then I would go. So I am capable of playing in the middle, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. I realized that boy.
No, not really. Okay, so when I was done with GSS, waiting for exam results and all that, now I talk soccer mission as training grounds for her because they were almost about qualifying to the Premier.
Nobia will raise you Takradi or Bandena Ahinful.
Okay. Soccer Mission's team was based in Takradi. Yes, because the owner, Mr. Abrakwa, may he so rest in peace, was a timber merchant. Yes, engineer Oye. Okay, so he used to be the vice chairman or president of Sekendi Azakes. The owner or the chairman then was Mr. Nati, Mr. Nati. Yeah. Now Mr. Nati and the vice is Mr. Abrakwa. So Mr. Abrakwa, I don't know, there were some issues within Azakes. The disintegration of Azakes in America, actually, there were issues amongst the hierarchy of Sekendi Azakes into Omu sort of Bechiche. Now Mr. Abrakwa, I was okay, Dama, on our Sunu Chrome team, so soccer missionaries. So most of the Sekendi Azakes players and wise players, you know, boom, and then he brought other players. So when I was done, they be on the market and one training grounds. Now I'm training. I don't know who spoke to Coach Amwa. He was their coach. So one day, Mr. Mango be outside and he walked to me and said, now what's in Bobo? I'm so yes, coach. Actually, started training.
Wow.
The rest is history.
Wow.
That is it.
That was fine.
And guess what? The day of the registration, so the Central Regional RFA had come to Takradi to come and register us. Because normally we have to go to Cape Coast because we're playing under Central Region. But because Mr. Brock he was able to let them come to Takradi in his house. Now, we register players in Wuhan or the player, but I was sitting there. So the wife came out, Auntie Vic. Auntie Vic and my mom were like that. Okay. When my father wedded my mom, on no air driver, the woman. So when she came out, I was still there. I was like, and me if your friend painter. Papa painter, I don't want to hear them. So one friend, and she walked inside. And she used to call she used to call the husband, Pauli, painting not on. I don't register my coffee.
That authoritative.
Painting not on. Simon registered my coffee. But tonight fit an apparent register. So within 5 minutes or so, I was called in the done. I was happy because I was not giving one CD. She's still alive. Oh, that's nice. I was not giving one CD. Jinawan is there. I acknowledge him there. Oh, he's here. He's in Accra or Kaswa. Oh, no.
I need to speak to him.
No, I think our director will Timmy and all Kaswa. Mr. Kufo ni Timmy from so my academy be oh. No, yeah, Mr. Kufo. Oh, no, Nyanti time no can F no.
Can say Tunisia 94. So no Black Stars.
Yes. So no, or that. So I was invited to speak on behalf of PFAG, and he was there and I acknowledged him. I told the story,
wow,
and so
that would be nice.
Yeah. And done. I signed for missionaries. Never took one CD. Just happy that I was signed on. But guess what? When the league started, most Kenya were not playing. I was playing because, fortunately, the gala. That time, gala before the league, a week before the league starts. Right? Yeboah gala. So come round 1, you win, round 2, you win. Then the final was against Oko United. And at the time, I had Ajimendia, Opele, Alex Donko, all of these players. Yeah, no pan washer and one. What shit? Within 2 minutes now, I had equalized.
Hey.
Yes, 1-1. And then papa penalties, and then we beat them.
Never offensive midfield now.
No, I was playing as a striker because that time I had grown into that way, and those times I could block defenders. You see, when the ball, I could block them, and they could, because I have big calves, so I could use it to protect myself. Turn the ball this way, and I'm gone. I remember against Asante Kotoko in Kumasi, it was from Manso, Emmanuel, and Pierre, Pele, all of them playing. Kwesi Pierre there on the left. And I could jump. People did not see me as tall, but I jumped very well. That's something that I picked, they say, from my father. Okay. So when there's a long ball, then I'll come and flick the ball, and they will be confusing themselves, and they'll be fighting. And Kwesi Pierre was walking there. When you're a small boy, you want to be talking. He didn't want to say it for them to hear. So when you're a small boy, you want to be talking. Or now when we are Namoko. Ampere. This, because you know, Frimpong Manso could play like a defensive midfielder. So he was ahead of them, and Opele and Ajimendia on. That match was tough. We lost by 1. Soccer Missionaries. Oh, Dan. Look, Soccer Missionaries.
Last time we gave Opele was it? Ajimendia was Opele in training now. Kuvodia Otumani head the wall or so the training headings.
Charlie, those times, wow. And defenders were tall. Oh, yeah. They had that stature there. Like when you were afraid, Master, forget. But I've grown to understand that football take fear out. Yeah. 1, just be disciplined and follow instructions, because coaching during match is done is the most important aspect of coaching. Yes, because game management. The instructions giving you pre-match and all that within a week. Charlie, when you get the pressure, so coaches constantly have to be reminding the players, not even the top players, they go out there, they get confused. Because Charlie, done. You enter a stadium and you have 40,000, everybody shouting, and all that. So you need to constantly be reminding them where they are.
Wow. And between year when I registered as Soccer Missionaries?
88, 89. Yeah, 89.
Between 89 and when? And I would depart.
Okay, so I played 89, 90 Soccer Missionaries. Unfortunately.
No position at the same league.
Okay, so the first year, the second year, let me go back to the story I said. They brought this guy. Soccer Missionaries was suspended on home. But most of the matches outside. I think more than 7 home matches outside. Now, waka for guy, we also know he drew my hand. Done. Easy. I'm only saying this because I want coaches now and football. Yes. And no fan or the player or the rest, no. He just attack at the beach there, yellow bomb. In us, no, we were praying. Because we believe that. Yes. 2 a.m. He just attack at the beach. Now this guy will remove everything naked. Now waka share punumu. Now look where punuma. About the sea waves, you know, he becomes more bigger, stronger. This guy will go. He can walk from here to the junction there. In the sea, you see him going. Because this sapa, especially as a bosume, whether not why. So you can see the guy entering the sea. He will go out far. Then all of a sudden, the wave will cover him. You don't see him after about 30 minutes. Then he will come out. Yes, when he comes out,
30 solid minutes.
Yeah, he comes out with further water and then some egg. He went there, nothing. Yes. Then he's holding this thing with some eggs and all that. Then instructions will be given. So on our way to Ahinful, and that time from Nyamansa to Ahinful was bad. The road was bad, not like today. So we can spend more than 2-3 hours from Nyamansa to Ahinful. Yes. So we get to Ahinful that late. Imagine Kwaku Bobo, neighbor to Ahinful that late. What will be the result? Oh, I bet share and coffee. I bet share. Oh, nay, I bet share. No, I shall. and soccer missionaries went down. But when soccer missionaries went down, that was 1991 season. The club that was in my heart was Accra Great Olympics. I wanted to play Olympics that much, so I don't know. I had that love for them because I remember Kwesi Appiah was our captain, national team, and my first call up, they were Winneba, and then you knew soccer missionaries, so Augustine. We say Okobo Kotoko, now I'm sure Capital Mati. And then this Okowo United delegation that was working with my father at the Yeboah and came to our house in Takoradi that they wanted me to go to Okowo United. But in me, I had Olympics. But then you go football, Boasi. That time David Booth had taken over the second half of the season. After the match, I catch my brother Anthony that he should tell me not to sign for any club. Anthony no go for already. So he was in Gophers 1 year before I went. Right back, center back and right back. Yeah. Oh, Anthony, when I go play the final, he played. He even scored one of the penalties. So
where is he now?
He's in the UK. Anthony said, "Oh, bring cement sign the team bio." So when the registration was about commencing, not knowing. They had given money to this coach. He passed, Coach Odru, to come and give me in Takoradi. So I come to Obuasi. Whether he came, he did not come, I don't know. Yes. So me and Kevin Asian left Takoradi to Tema. I'm from Takoradi. He was assistant to David. He was David Booth, Atukwefiu, and him. He was more or less our physical instructor. His name is Odru. He passed. Yes. So this is information I got later. So we came to Tema on the day of the registration in the morning. When you wake up, I told Kevin, Charlie, you go football Obuasi no. Na bro ni kache Anthony don't catch a mom and sign for team. So let's go to Obuasi. I was like, sure, I'm so yeah, why not? Because Kevin, second half of the season, he had gone to Germany, after the 91 and the 17, Ono Wele Brown and a Kofi Nimo. There's a club in Germany, Union Berlin. That time, no. So they picked them like they wanted to sign. So for so many months, he was there. So when we got to Obuasi, then we drove straight to my uncle's house. My uncle was a miner. One of them paying for Mr. Ahinful. And he went to his house. Me do and the wife said, okay, so now quite far. I'm so what's bro, you know what you show now? What's what Kwaku do you? I'm so you caught Tema. So they placed the call to my uncle, no underground. No, Fred, no. Within 30 minutes, he came up. Okay, so they placed the call to the mines. I don't know what the car before.
Wow.
So through to the mines, David Booth's office. Oh, go there. So, we sent Coach Odro to them. Nobody came to. Are you sure? I said yes. So we signed. Our money was given us. Then I was paid Ebe Kadosa 1.2 million signing on fee.
Hey,
yes. Way back 91. And Charlie. So we stayed in Obuasi for another 2 days and then went to Takoradi. I didn't know David Booth had signed CK Akono, Yawa Champon, all these players. I didn't know. So when we were supposed to report to start preseason, when I went, and then this is how you build a team. You see, you scout every team that you are playing, you scout, and you try to poach their good players, and then you put them together as big as Ashgold wanted to be then. So all these players were poached. Myself, Simonado, Sika Akono, Yawa Champon, Samir J, Erika Brokwa, Aipe, Sam, Odami. Why he was bringing Odami? Because Aipe and Odami were so experienced players. Omar Boleg, and not Aziz. Atekofi was there before. He was a captain before we went there. Jonas Akoli. Yes. Jonas Akoli, one of the top defenders of Ghana. And we went there and met the old squad. Ivan Zadote was then the exiting, he was exiting the scene. Yes. So that's how he started coaching. So there, and the 20 team was giving him to start coaching. So he was the captain when we went there. Atakofi was his. So when he left, Atakofi became the captain. Then we went and then we started preseason and Charlie done. Then we're playing. And then we're playing. Then I said to myself that did them pay an Yeboah Takoradi no faso nyi ho. Charlie done. David Booty and Bompembo. Maybe a Saturday and a Payako training shake up. We are that time now only 16 players were dressing. 18 player list is on the notice board. After training, you see your name, you are in camp. So the bus will take us to our place.
The bigger professional.
Yes, we go and eat. Bus will come and pick us, go to the hotel, rest, eat in the evening, dinner, sleep over, eat breakfast, eat lunch, dash a t-shirt to the stadium. We go and change up. Empire and Bobby. And then we're just coming and winning. We went to Tamale, I remember. Tamale of all people colored than those times. They were praying that the referee finishes the match.
Wow.
Yes. So the team, then I realized that look, Charlie, we are being lied to. Unfortunately, I transitioned professional and I realized, oh Charlie, well, you know.
Why
Yes, it's just sheer. I don't know. He even passed.
Oh.
He passed. But done, Charlie. So I realized, oh, Charlie, football is just dedication, training, rest.
Yeah.
What you eat well, be disciplined, self-discipline, respect your opponent. That's it. No, done. As you speak. Let me give you a example. When's the last time you saw Asante Kotoko and House of Folk play where the players shake hands before the match? Maybe tomorrow when they are playing, they will shake hands. Why? Because before the match, the euphoria, at a point in time, House of Folk and Asante Kotoko was the captains, they win a Faha. Now, has captain winning or Faha. First 5 minutes, Ahmed Toure, 2 goals. Psychologically, they are gone. Because instruction has been given. Win a Faha. The moment one Faha, no, now, you know, has to reset. Why should the House of Folk start with their captain sitting on the bench? And they start 9. They went to Cape Coast Dwarfs. Mahat Motu, another player. They were sitting on the bench. They were down by 3-0 done. 3-0. And then they came on. They still lost the match. So we need to begin to rather let the players know that, look, it's dedication, it's hard work, it's discipline, and luck. Commit yourself to it. Respect your opponents. Don't go there and say, because we are Santiago, we are going to beat Karela United. No. You go there with already losing.
If we go through Germany.
That's good. So 93, I'm in Chadi. 89 after the gala, we all have been selected to the starless starting star with Oseko and the rest. Unfortunately for me, I didn't go to the World Cup. And then we came. So when we came, the under 20 has started. So initial under 20, I wasn't part. Now Yeboah first qualified against Mali, Accra Sports Stadium. Siki Akono captain that man. We won 2-1. So after that, we were going for the return leg in Bamako. And the way the Malians played in Ghana, I think the officials were afraid. In the army, Oseko Dan Ado, Mohamed Gago, Emmanuel Dia, and Oli Rahman were asked to join the team to Mali. Because I was a top scorer in the league here at the time. I was playing so well, but I was not part of the under 20, even though I qualified to be there. And when we went to Mali, we beat Mali 1-0 over there. And then we qualified to the AYC in Mauritius, 1993. So we went to the AYC, God being good. We won the tournament. I was a top scorer. Then Yanko point, Australia 93 World Cup. Osamdodu. Australia too, I was one of the top scorers. We were 2 players. One Colombian, but he played fewer matches. So he was given the title as the goal king. But we scored the same number of goals. And then, not knowing I was being scouted during Australia 93. If Australia Ben, then the invitation came. So I went to Germany, and then I was looked at, and then decision was made. But Ashgo told them that I can only come when our season was over. So
the first team was Germany.
Dortmund. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's not Ghana anymore.
So Miko Enona, Malam Yaya was in their junior team.
Okay.
Ibrahim Tanko was in their junior team. Okay. And then I went. So, but I went straight to the first team.
Oh, really?
Because it was a straight first team contract for me. So I was doing everything with the first team. But as young as I was growing up, sometimes you have to go and play with the junior team, and then But
how many months?
because I went to Germany in October '93 when the season was over. So November, December, and then league in breaky. I came. January, we went to Germany to play indoor tournament. They had even invited Ghana Olympic team, Coach Afrani Onyemkwe. So we're in Stuttgart and we're in Munich for this indoor tournament. Not knowing Grasshoppers of Zurich were also part of that. So then Dortmund invited me that Grasshoppers. There's a club in Switzerland that I want me to, and I wanted to go because Dortmund. When you had this idea of readjusting themselves to become a powerhouse, all these German players are all fit Germany core outside few times. Somebody like Matthias Sammer, Andreas Müller. These players were top players who had left Germany. Müller was in Juventus. Sammer was in Inter Milan. So they brought Sammer back, Müller back, Julio Cesar, the Brazilian defender, and also Juventus, back to Germany. And they had Stefan Chapuisat. They had Fleming Paulsen. Paulsen was a striker. He scored a winning goal against Germany in the Euro 1992. And as young as I was, no, look, it would be better for me to go to Grasshoppers to learn, to have playing time. That's how I went to Grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers don't go to Ghana.
No, man got to Ghana. But rather later on, Ali Ibrahim came and played, I think, a half season. And because Ali Ibrahim was playing for 1 second division in Switzerland for Winterthur. I think I won a could be in China or two those times. Yes. So he came to Grasshoppers and then.
How many seasons?
So I was in Grasshoppers for that half year at Dortmund for half year now. Okay, half year now. Mokobo Grasshoppers like from January to June. Now I have to go back to Dortmund because that's how the loan was. And the Dortmund started pre-season. What was pre-season? As was Switzerland. Now we organized on 4 club competition. Dortmund, FC Kriens, FC Lausanne, and then Besiktas. Before the tournament started, Dortmund Fosio, there's a club there that want me to play with them in the tournament. I said, why not? And the name was FC Kriens. And strangely, we won that tournament.
Wow.
And Kriens said no, they wanted me to stay with them. So I stayed with Kriens for the season. Now, I come back to Grasshoppers. So the 4-year contract that I spent all outside. That's how come subsequently months and go back. But I preferred it that way. Because my feeder also took me somewhere.
Yeah.
Because my contract in the way, then I moved to Portugal.
Okay. Portugal team?
Called Leria. Because I was free. Okay, so Leria, Ame, Emmanuel Dia, Maswe Kunedu, and all that is super count. Because Leria, I qualify. No, Mourinho was on. Oh, Mourinho later. Our coach was Mario Reyes. Richie, what's the contract? You were Grasshoppers. Now, Osuma, Bruni be annoying you, not obey. No, so okay, you get me a club. Dumowana or send an offer from Portugal. Now I'm catch a Grasshoppers manager because he really liked me. Timuko and Ocean also. If they are offering this money, go. Now, but if we offer this amount, please go. So I went to Portugal, and God was good. Then sometimes God was the coach I met, Mario Reyes, and me started so well in the Portuguese league. When I left Leiria, I played only 5-6 months.
Really?
Because season started in July up to December. Now Venezia bottom. God Dosena had become the blaster coach. Now that 5 months 5-6 months, me for Portugal, I was a top scorer.
Oh.
Yeah, a league that had Mario Jardel in it. Yes. But I left. Now I call back to Venezia. Because Venezia I think Ghana national team, Holland boy. Holland 0-0 no. They also scouted me over there. And January, I moved to Venezia. But that phase was not really good. Okay, so we called Venezia. It was a team, no, it was struggle. Fortunately, we stayed in the league. Because when I went to Venezia, I think they were last but one. But we stayed in the league. Kwame Ayu no Boa Vista. And I had played a very good half season in Portugal. Kwame was going to Sporting Lisbon for Aberton. And I was in Venezia. So when they realized Kwame was going, then Boa Vista, the president, and Ronaldo, the manager, this Portuguese man, big man, they came to Venezia. That Kwame is going to open them and replace Kwame. Because they have sold Kwame. So they have spoken to Venezia to give me on loan to them. Because now Boa Vista qualified for the first time to partake in the Champions League qualifier before. Boa Vista wanted to. God being so, I scored 2 goals for Boa Vista to qualify for Champions League proper.
Wow.
Yes. The final game was against Brøndby Copenhagen. We were Copenhagen draw. Now Bay, Boa Vista, Porto. We beat them 3-1. I scored 2 of the 3. Now we qualify proper to play in the Champions League. So 1999, 2000 Champions League. I was part of Boa Vista team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And eventually, where did you wrap up your European career?
Okay, so I'm called Boa Vista now. Now, Venezia went down, called relegation. Now, Italy, so at the time, called relegation, only one foreigner could play second division.
Almost.
Yes, that time. Minimum was a center. And we had myself, Gerard Poschner, one German player, Bilica, and Tuta. Tuta was a defender. And the Tuta, the club wanted Tuta to play as a defender. So year 3 in Ayakano, we're training everything, we're not playing. So one day, and they had not paid me for 5 months because we're not playing. So I met a lawyer. I'm catching this is what is happening. Not so really. So I was there, no place called to the Italian Football Federation. No more details in not okay, they will deal with it. Then, can you imagine that? A day after, Anufame Dabe 12, and I received a call. I'm a manager of the club, you know. Augustine, please. And I said, are you sleeping? I said, oh, please wake up. I said, okay. Please come to the office tomorrow morning. And I said, what time? I said, 10:30. Tanopa. Mudu office. Oh, please, we are sorry. We have paid your money to the bank. Teo. Now, so I should go to the bank and check whether the money is there. There were, do bank. So, also, yeah, there's an amount of this. So, wow. So I went back to him. The money is there, but I want to cancel my contract. Because you people have not respected the contract. No, sir, are you sure? So, yes, I've already thought through it. Also, please, you go home. I'll speak to the president about it tonight and come back tomorrow. I hope you're not going to report us to the lawyer again. I said, no. So I went to Malama Park in Yemen, done. Interaction Moko was signed a contract and also, okay, the president says if that is what you want, you should do it. Until this is extra 3 months salary and the agreement to terminate. You can go and join a club of your choice. So I just signed. My license was given me. Number 10 Akroma, 2000. That was December 2000. Into Kennedy, or Turkey, or used to be made no Turkey. Into we break December for Christmas, and also remember from airport. Oh, Charles, I say, remember to from airport. Now, when I go to the airport, I'm picking a coffee and I was, Nazi, what's our council contract with? I'm so, yeah. Also, the man take it off free transfer. And I'm saying, yes, okay, Marty. He didn't say anything. So when they went back, I call from Kennedy. Charlie, I'm going from me coaching the president and my catch on. I'm so them to ask any ticket. That time Turkey didn't have embassy like today. It was sent a letter B to attach to it. Then you can show it. When you get to Istanbul, then it was sent to Charlie as a Yanabra. Now I catch on there for about 5 months, you know, ain't it? I'm sure no problem. So I prepared Napa Mudri. Mudri, you know, done. Like I said, sometimes the face of your life is good. Coach had a meeting with me. I'm catching though. I haven't played for like 5 months. I've been training all right, but I know much rustiness, yes. No, so no problem. He has seen me in a video. I said, what video? No, Sony TV. It was when we played Holland. Not when the president has been looking for me. The time Kennedy Kachendo, you remember the guy in the number 7 in the match? No, so I went. I told the coach, so no problem. I should take my time. My first training with them did the magic. It was just 5 against 2. And the way I was playing around, if we are coaching CNJ, no be a cross and then you head cross. Cross ball, cross and a man ball. Also happened training. So we had a meeting with Kennedy. So no, he has seen that about. So if I'm saying I don't, he will give me a different program to come back. So I start training. You know, it's just a mini preseason, January. It's just a short. We played 6 matches in Antalya. I didn't play 1 minute because he wanted me to recuperate. Then he called back to Ankara. Then they organized a friendly match between Samsunspor and Ankara Guju. And Turkey, all the clubs have their own facilities. So Samsunspor came to our came to our club for the match. First half, I was sitting on the bench. 0-0. So when we went to the coach called and Kennedy, tell Augustine. That time in Turkey, Kasa. Catch and say, ball no bobon. Painful in Yawa, on Tinoa. I'm a player in Africa, almost 1 match in Bo. And so coach is a good player. In team painful in Yawa because of unity, he has to prove. Kennedy Catchland. Oluman no one okita no contract bibia. So 1 year da. Oba mo akoba. Now catch Kennedy Catchland there. Messi. Say ball na moon first half no all kada. I can do better. So Kennedy explained to him in Turkish. Not sure Kennedy there. No, be say Kennedy there. Bisane there. Asamna Catchland no. Ota asana. That's as it. I lost him miss or there. Asamno eta asana. Now so yes. And one of the coach in Australia was like he was angry, he left. So when I went in, the first ball that the ball was coming to me, I just turned my feet like this. The defender no boss somebody a free kick. So now boy before Yilmaz as a midfielder. Hey, corner kicks throwing and so Kennedy catch Charlie on shame. Because I'm not tall. So Mr. Yiman's ball. No work say 1 measure. Pam, 1-0. Oh, pass the ball na, another free kick, pam. Another same player, pam, 2-0. 5 minutes, I said the coach said I should come back into the middle. I don't cry no magic because when we were playing the liberal system, so when the liberal had the ball, I'll just pull the defenders there and come and take the ball. Then there's a big gap there. I will turn the ball and I'll give the. Then man about 10 minutes in. Mo and why changing? We should one man number 15. That's Chalaze. What's the if you born no more? Now Kennedy said, what's if you man? I said 2 goals into our catch now. Timothy, I'm a coach, you know, followed me. I was Augustine, can. Go and take your shower and go to that man over there. Your contract with him. Go and sign the contract and take it. Wow. Done. Just like that. And you know, in Turkey, it's a sign contract. They give you 30% upfront.
In your mind.
Charlie. And then we started the second round of the season. And done. God being good. Turkey. You know, last 2 years or so, I was in Turkey. I was in this shop. Okay. And this guy was following me. Michelle knows, but those are no. No, I know the major. Let me tell him, I said, no, though. They take a casa. We said, what is it? I was just sending Max chick here. Like, I should take my Max off. Now I'm saying, there. Why? Also, me, you know, so me, and Augustine. Whoa. Send. I told you it's Augustine. Now I'm saying, how did you see that it's me? Also, because he saw my forehead. He said, no. This cannot be anybody than Augustine. Wow. He told me, appear there. Obisa Stephen. Now, Stephen appear there or Ahinful. I'm say appear Ghana. I want to find phone and video call. Before I Stephen Peke. Now I'm say Charlie, me wow guy way. I was say, appear. Take it for when. Oh, no one's a Ghana ko shechiro. Obey shirts. I was say, appear there. I use your also there.
Wow.
Now my friends Charlie. I'm always having family until Danasi. No, Nikasa. When you look at the quality of the shit. Yeah. Oh, so Turkey, done. It was one place.
They are lovely people.
Oh, I love the place. 2002 season. Not because of me not wanting. I would have been a goal king. Yes. I scored 21 goals. Though that one, there were two of them. Arif was playing for Galatasaray and Ilhan Manses. Because Senegal, any Turkey worker, same quarterfinal, you scored this beautiful goal like that. Yeah. That guy. They had 22 goals. I had 21, but I mixed 5 matches.
Oh, when you think
because when it was like 3 matches to the end, and I said, no, I will not play again. Because Ankara Gulu, for the first time, had qualified directly to play UEFA. We finished 3rd. They have never finished that position.
You are reserving your energy for the UEFA.
Yes. And the team was happy with me. Yes. They were very, very happy.
So Ankara was your last?
No. I called Trabzon. Okay. After 2 seasons with Ankara, I went to Trabzon. And then came back to Ankara before I called it quit. Yes, I was just there. No, I felt pain. It started somewhere. I'm there 2004. Pain, my left, and because I'm a right footer, you just have to rely on this. So I played somewhere 2008. I couldn't run down. From here there, and so I felt that I had to. So but strangely, done. 3 years I was in Ghana. I couldn't play Monday Stars.
Wow.
Mumbo Monday Stars. Mumbo because Mumbo. Now I'm going chapel one Sunday. So the woman ought to worship song, Ought to worship her and say, me who say nyame abofo abedem ha. Omo heali obi, omo di ne name omo shaking and na heali nipa ne koto dwa mienu omo shaking tie mbompa. The woman who is not a pastor, just a worshiper. So as I stood there, I just said, God, I wish it was me. Yankopon, aba bona mai. Monday Stars in Pomuntum Bobby for 3 years. So I just felt for what the woman said and I prayed to God. After the worship, let me buy water from the back there. To get to Amude, to be a tap mission. So I turned and it was a woman. Sign from Pacho meet me in Wakasa. I'm sure. So I said, I'm kind of woo.
Wow.
Because me too, you know, yami be many, or you say, yami be many. And me say, above for me, no. I mean, to me, show me back kuta na we no kuta we no mu shake una no. And me busa say, aden. I say almost saw yare.
Wow.
I'm so yeah, and I'm a job, but membra. I say Ahinful, what you oil D? I'm so oil bang. I say, I'm so why not? So on tobacco, mammy, no. Because there's this woman. So I bought these small bodies. So I gave it to her to prove it and gave it to me. Say, for being family now. So I came home 1 or 2 days where I put the oil somewhere. Exactly a month that the woman said it was a Monday. Because the month, the next day was the. So I was in the house, and now I say, Mammy, go get German or German and Oku. Until I go Monday Stars. That's it.
Wow.
I put my shoes on, I went and I was running like chicken without head.
Wow.
And now guys, I had a training here now. I'm so no. I've been healed. And today, I play my Monday Stars.
Miraculous
healing. And the Obiana didn't believe. House of Sausage. Now it's the House of Sausage Church. That's the name. Dansuman Junction. I gave the land out to the church actually. Because it felt in my heart that at the time, Nanyama easy. But I had to. My wife also just said, then, may her soul rest in peace then. Oh no, I will fear not, sir. As I see crowd the way in coffee, why you yama bag, I'm from my chapel. I'm so chalampo, Akaso. The rest is history. So we are still there, we are still worshiping there.
God is good.
It's big, not just good, wonderful stuff.
Having played football to this level, having seen life the way you have seen life, colleagues, how do you feel?
Now we're back at Nyamini, you know. Maybe then you won't see Bibi doing things like that. Go, wow, me, I'm somebody who does not argue religiously. Because Obia Namo believe. Obi believe, yeah, I believe you. Obi believe nitigale. Yes, allow everybody to do their own thing. But one can say be sound there. There is a supreme being. Where did we come from? Nobody knows. But in Yama Osisi when I there's somebody somewhere. In front of me, it just came by itself.
No.
Yeah, so me the Obiara ndum ganje na Nyankopon in you because I know that there is history. Look, Mark Chapel one Wednesday. I needed to pay somebody that I had promised $5,000 on a particular day. Wednesday, Yeboah Chapel. So I went to church. We just pray like 1 hour, 30 minutes. Timukwa inside, the pastor on the stage was quoting the young umpire before we bushim. So I just said to myself that, Nyankopon, I don't think the pastor no only moleka. Because what some nature there, yembom nebo boy, ne yembisa ne beyame. Na a bayer no either or say a shall. The word is shall. So it has to be done. And then you I promise them you pay them ski in the day. On yechna. A corner for that means about them 5,000 in day. Or them zaka. So then I spent all my prayer. I forgot about that prayer line the man was giving because
was it relevant
to me. I just walked at the back and prayed. After church, me uncle be USA business. I sat in my car, sparked the car. No, I saw George calling me. Then I picked up. Charlie, oh, let me know what chapel. I'm so says I upon. Oh, Charlie, no, let me the door be bro na. Akwesi, like ni uncle be you know. Akwesi ni skebi o Auntie Monica we won't for Auntie Monica na wo gidem scan na first scan ma Akwesi ewa ha. He didn't tell me the amount. He just asked me. So, I'm so no problem. So, my friend Auntie Monica. So, I just called the woman. Mommy, oh, guess now what? I'm sure. Sorry, oh, sir, oh, I'm sure me fee down so much. Oh, my minister to Yam Market. Actually. Okay, oh, then can me call you by my channel. Then, maybe she ushered me in. Metana. Okay, inside, I'll be no envelope. I could see me from now. The old there, obey me a check. Now, my boys cannot do. Done $5,000.
Wow.
Not $1 less. Not $1 more. $5,000. And so when I sat down and the woman, oh, there baby now say, okay, simpatio, I'm sure, mommy.
Everything all right.
It's okay. Done. Timupu na make some car. I'm turning down and say, wow, this man wherever he is just around us. Now, how many of us go to church and ask? We don't.
Wow. This is a testimony.
We don't.
Powerful testimony.
Into how many obiala nyu obagaje na Nyankopon you? Yes, no. Dan, you can't.
Maybe say how hard hit was it when your wife left?
Dan, answer me na go body. Okay, so menkade at the time no I was in the Lord Yebekan. So it was difficult, but I understood what had happened. Because my wife, we know. I think, yeah, 1 week in nature, a week or 2 or 3 thereafter. Me drive the man, there was this pastor, Takia boy, bishop. No, preach. I think a preach was sunset, there was a sunrise radio or whatever. I'm going to the house and he was preaching about death. And he kept on and on and on, and people want to go to heaven, nobody wants to die, and blah, 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 blah. I said, is this man talking to me? God done. I was asking a lot of questions to God. That Obi Awawo, less than 6 months. Since you are at friend. Obi Awawo suggest the emphasis more. How does the baby survive? Afraid Malaminye Nufua, Medebaman Moano. How is the baby going to? So I was asking God a lot of questions. And then this man preached. That day, the preaching did the magic. But strangely done. Senyo biti. Those say Jesus saying, if you need to know who punch in our day, man, no. My wife free. People coming to me and others, oh, Nkoda you omu fifia. They are very close to your mom, or they were. To me, you omu baby. For how long can I lie to them? Office could buy, you know. I marched all of them to my bedroom. Let me see. Because there are a lot of people in the house. Let me see. You knew mommy was not well. I was yes. And yesterday she was at the hospital. Because she wasn't sick. Oh. Yes. So unfortunately, she didn't survive. So my second born asked me, oh, daddy, so she passed? I said yes. But I don't want anybody to cry. It's the will of God. One day, just take it. But I just want you to comport yourself. Okay, thank you, daddy. That's it. Done. Up to today, they know their mom is no more. But they have never reacted negatively. So it was tough, but not tough. And so now me a mommy, me a papa. Those times, on a vacation, all of us, we go US. We spend best 7 weeks, 8 weeks, we come back. We are going to Takrady, all of us in the car. It was, I couldn't even go anywhere. And not that alone done. The toughest aspect was the businesses are set up and people collapsing them. And in the heat of the moment was when I lost my wife. Yes.
How old are the kids now?
Okay, so my first boy is Brendan will be 26 next month. Yes. Oh, 2 of them were investment were US. Third one will gone. So Brendan being at 26. Dwayne will be 24 this year.
It will be one for football.
None of that. I have 3 boys. When you have young ball.
Oh.
But then you see, me as a person, if it comes by itself, that's fine. But me push me baby out there uncle ball. No. Because the lifespan of football also. And look at
football.
Yes, look at marvelous players at Waba through Ghana. So you're lucky and come professional football outside. Charlie. Now, but now with this, no.
Now can businesses will be collapsing. I said we because I say Mohammed Polo will be catching say Sukubo Arab world. Ma penimi di nisika ma nyoma ha eba ni say.
Basically, Moko Switzerland first, there was this angel that I met, but name who do angel. His name is Mr. Walter Esposito. Bruni. I know he lives in Ghana. My wife a former Miss Ghana. On and on Akutes. Those types of sports into Akutes, yeah, he was behind it. Akosombo Tesa Limited, he was a managing director. Nani Yankupine Grasshoppers manager. When I went there, he told him that Ghana Nibirba auntie. So the man in of farm. So I stayed with Expo for like a month in Switzerland. And then I somehow catch him there. Augustine, for as long as you continue playing football, don't engage in any business that see liquid money. And I asked him, what is liquid money? He says that business that see money every day. Because one, you are not in Ghana. And I will advise you that, fine, get landed properties or lands, secure them. Don't even invest that much in Takrady.
The value of
Accra. So concentrate. Don't engage in any business that see liquid money. It was like that engine telling me, but I said, nobody until they start BBR. Fast forward. Now I was approached by these people, by Unilever and Nestle, to be part of that retailing stuff. So as a key distributor. Now maybe that is a prophecy the man had given. Because the liquid money that was now coming. And then Ono Washe Jumano started doing their own thing. Done. Now what ran Juma you win an award every year as a distributor, yet I wasn't seeing any profit. Whenever you come, you ask them, we broke even, and because we will see profit maybe around 7th year going to the 8th year. Oh, really? But yes, okay, fine. I saw people were being employed and all that done. I was happy that people are engaged in Juma. Now, 2004-5 thereabout. Company bill sprinters or from CCTC now supply rice. On the way market saving to where saving and all that no. Company bill castle from A and B Target supermarket. They are doing so well, and that was my company. A and B was Augustine and Barbara. My wife was Barbara there. And they approached us. The young bottle want rice in it because that business goes hand in hand. Rice and so we approached the young left in Yama worth 200,000 now. They were got 2 billion then. Within 3 months. You to me here, they'll give us on credit. And I'm so why not? Immediately, I sent money, 800 million and then. Now, what's 30? So within 2 months, we had 10, less than a month, we had 10 the thing upside down. And the people said, no, we don't want you to live with cash again too. Bank for one guarantee. I was in Turkey. They called me that the bank refused the guarantee. I'm so how? Juma will guarantee. What is the problem? Okay, now Christmas. The next day, I call bank. I'm so. Sasafaji. You see, me deny. I say unko for no. Augustine or cheap papers. Issues be or way. Tiesiano. I'm issues bang. Sasafaji. Oh, my number is in Switzerland. Hey, what Turkey? My phone, house number, private number. If anything, I say unko for no. Overdraft na mo no o ma begigi bebre account I'm say overdraft ba ko pe na minimum then they are taking additional 13 overdrafts without my knowledge, and the bank kept giving it to you because the security there, because my property was used as a security was huge into what ban with this kind of more. And the physical money I was bringing, they were squandering the money. So they virtually now what the bank Nejuma, Sika, no the age. And the bank was happy because we were paying so much as interest. It got to a point what's 1 month can be on guarantee because overdraft is not supposed to travel that long, very short time. So the bank said no. Unilever stopped us, Nestle stopped that because it's a network. So when you are not doing well, they see. I went to their factory, had a meeting with their marketing manager. I don't even know that. What should I letter back? I said, no. He called the manager, area manager, they called them. Came into the meeting. Do you know this man? I said, yes, he's a footballer. Who is he? Oh, he's the owner. But did you inform him that there was something? Also, we were writing to the company. And you know the man does not live in the country. Done. So the next moment, the bank is in court. Yes. The bank took us to court, back and forth. My lawyer brought my wife into the matter, who was not bad. Okay, so they ruled against us. Yes. Now I'm going to appeal. Now appeal, no ruling against the bank. That one hour will see one cry with their property. No, they are not even party to the suit because I am not part. My wife is not part. Just because our property is there. You want to take advantage. A limited liability company. But there was a judgment that had been gotten against the company that we were owners. In the bank, no then. They waited like a year. No, was you, I mean, and my wife, as the owners of the business, and used the judgment they had earlier. No, I'll come back to court. To back and forth. Eventually, I lost those properties. 2 properties I lost to the bank. And I've always told my junior ones that, look, what could I have done? No, be cry on Rangas admitting. Nipa na all shade, you man admit say yes. Because you can also see that be a castle. Yes. And I caught it for you until later cry, he was sold that time, uncompleted. Yen koko to be our admit to. What from me cage in a box in the Munamekasa? Who be some sama? Ah, no other judge, you know, after prosecutor. Did you have conference with your client? I say yes. Tell him not to waste the cost time. Let's adjourn. Yes. I mean, away the miscam and media box in the moon. The judge said I was wasting the cost time. I then say, I asked the prosecutor after. So what is it? I was saying, but you know, when you come to court and you are asked the question, first you have to answer yes or a no before whatever you have, no. That's your do. But when they ask you and you answer straight away, the court does not really know whether it is a yes you are saying or a no. That's why it's not so really, Massa. I just left it because I didn't want to worry myself. I just left it. Then sometimes you know maybe we see in as much as it's so tough, no, just let go. Oh, just let go.
Letting go, so financial loans will be under.
Of course, why not? Why not? You will be. But you see, the man up there will always find a way to come to your aid. At the tail end, why do you down? Then he will present himself to you. You are done. Maybe one day, I have a whole book to write. And I have a whole this in the mama amount for, especially my younger colleagues, and then those who have been there, to listen, to take that upon themselves. Because I'm in my film, no, and you'll be on with my film.
Around the time, my wife was.
Yes, but Yankupon, all boy, you are different. I dare be over break me down, break you down. More break you down, maybe so break me down. And I've always had that. And until today, done. I am grateful. Whatever is gone, is gone. Maybe in a work with it. And I know that there are better things out there. Indeed, especially people in football. Those that thing they're getting is like, what's it mean allowed? They don't really understand. Because I don't know why I should hate you then. No. Because hate can make you go as far as killing. But if I disagree with you on something, it doesn't mean that I dislike you in person.
After football, why are you coaching course?
More license A.
License A?
Yes.
And I am maybe
no, Dan, you see, no quite one pay. Coaches in this country are not respected enough. And I would prefer to stay in my corner rather than they ever disrespect them. I always want you to have your views, but I want to have my way. Dan, I didn't say Okruma. Now club owners and now whatever. One will decide. Yet, what's the coach is not a problem. To me, Augustine Ahinful, no. The problem is not coaching. So coaching price will be like 10%. Our biggest problem is administrative and management. And nobody is willing to talk about. Ekaka, what's a Kasadodo? Ekaka, what's a Kasadodo? They know what they are doing. But at the end of the day, Dan, I will boko, I'm Moko. Indeed, I don't know football inside, management. Then can you now you have to
no national team Black Star coaches only certificate A.
Me, I have look, more to my history. The first license CAF or CAF license coaching course was done in Ghana. CAF license C was done in Ghana. That time, I was a technical committee member. I was a resource person for the technical committee team that was handling the course. Nti Ami, ball my ball and the blasters. I shouldn't have done C, but I did it. was not the first CAF registered course. The whole of Africa was done in Ghana. Second one, not a CAF license B. And I'm wonder na young coaches in Penfunya be bring to they were all part. Coach Adi, no Razak, Coach Adi, Afrani, all of them did not have. Jimmy Union B. And B na ya. Yes. Yes.
Which year was this?
I think 2010.
Whoa.
If I'm not wrong. 2010 or 11 thereabout. And our course assessor was Shaibu Amidu. When you do a course, an assessor who is not a Ghanaian comes from outside to come and assess. More or less like exams. And you can ask colleagues, David Duncan was presenting the program before me. And you know, Duncan is detailed. But coaching, it's not about you, how detailed you are. You need to be practical, go straight to the point. So when Duncan presented, he came in to correct, and then I came. Dan, I did not present 3 lines. He just got up and started clapping for me.
Wow.
I said, look, this is what you do as a coach. Pam, the point, and that's it. When I did license A, the same course assessor was there. And when I presented the program, he got up and said, this gentleman, Uncle Ben, this gentleman cannot cease to amaze me.
Referring to
Ben Kofi, because I know a paying technical committee chairman. The first I met Professor Minta was the first licensee because he was brought from Cape Coast as one of the lecturers, a course of an anatomy, the body, I don't know. That was the first time I met him. Coach Otimu brought him. You see, until done, I have my license. The application of it, which is licensing or a certificate paper, but the application of what you have learned, what you have read, practically, I don't know very important. But if practically, I am trying to implement or apply Mami Meshia, now administrator is on them. Okay, I'll go with yours. One years I was me a coach, let me create a problem. It's a no for me.
Disrespect for local coaches. Is it at the club level and the national team level?
It's all over. It's all over the place. It's not only club level or national team. I think the disrespect, yes, national team, you can say that. When you talk about national team, I'm going to Blasters. And what do you want to call? The other coaches, what do you want to call? So, what is that? Dana, BBA Juma. So, in your car, how are you going to feel? No. When you do that, what are you doing? You are opening way for people to be corrupt. That's all it is. I'm Augustine Ahinful. Look, I am never against anybody. They are all my brothers.
So the notion that FA, especially this administration, was Augustine Ahinful a time.
Me. It's funny. Look, Dan Mamenkasem, I'll say this. Before the first election, which is after the normalization, first election, you know, the contestant was whatever, candidate, whatever they call them. When you know where you encounter with the GTV,
I remember.
Kato4 was the host. I attended only 2. Keto Kreku and former Vice President. No, Ekron Nyantichi, first one. Fred Papu. I attended because I had met say Fred no can son of Kurt is and Kurt is a brother. He knows. I always say that the people around you, if you allow yourself, will always confuse you. So I attended Kurt's own. Because anymore, that now me peda me Kurt na adwin esibibi do. Because na matsi in same oleka. The opede or decentralized status committee. But I knew that he could not or he cannot unless then you may be as a sanebia. Because what is decentralization? What is it? It means that you want to take this from here, there. So when I went, he repeated it. And the audience have to pose questions. When he got my turn, I said, look, mine is not a question. It's something that I'm saying for the candidate to listen and see if he can do something. He keeps saying he will decentralize the status committee. I don't think it is possible. Me, Augustine, I've gone through 2 status in Europe, one in Italy, one in Turkey. I did not even go to the federation. Then, my uncle, like I told you in Italy, it was just a phone call away. Turkey was the same.
Independent.
Why should a player travel all the way from Wa to come to for status? Why? He wasn't happy. Yeah, because he told somebody that I was trying to slight him there. Unless that person who told me is also lying. I'm coming to slight you, really? Okay, you're from Tunchen. 5 years down the line, why? Is the status committee decentralized? It's still there. So we have to make it work efficiently at the federation office. So maybe with a phone call away, things can be done. Because club owners, per our constitution, club owners are supposed to be part of the FA. Into one or control one. Into player will come all the way, and club owner will not appear on the status committee, and then they will adjourn the case. Amanfo Bimwa was status committee for so many years. Won't me resolve it. Thanks be to God, Kwame Ayu and his current people, they are doing well. Because Kwame has played the game before, he knows. So they are doing well. When you call them for it, they look at the merit of the case. No, I'm one ruling. If you must be happy. And see, the notion that Mempe will be answered, really, Mr. Nyanteji time, same. What's the market or corrupt? I said this 15. I didn't say Mpo will be a corrupt. I corrupt. But the FA said, no, this guy. I wonder what you mean, management committee member. As a, and the 20
at the time, so I can't crave now.
Oh, done. Now me actually me. If in a nyama homa. Look, I wrote a personal letter, not typed though. Manga Sama handwriting, and sent it to Mr. Nyanteji's office. Me him so already there. Me sure already anka this time around maybe because me tron some the president yon kofu bebre wo unchana. You need to be very careful with them because my parents na ngutin na work actually. But in Yama be obobo. I sent it to his office. I was salam down. Me so whether because I delivered it, I didn't give it to him personally. I left it at the office. So say that. Fast forward, what happened? People came around him with different mindset. There's no way done. I mean, it's not. I wish the cat will fail. No, because I'm a blood brother. Another. I mean, I will not wish him, or he will not wish me to fail. So why should I?
What today? Nim the kind clever answer authentic sources Bible base you Ghana football
I share grace of I don't know, maybe in Yankopon.
What's your announcement?
No, not really. Announced I don't know anything. But not to my culture there. Many info I don't even know where it's coming from. Up to today. And sometimes when you see my argument, or I may argue keke. Meaning why I'm arguing from that angle I'm coming from. But when you know, also when you know, enya no fata. Nti nyama bi wo a me feel that let me keep it. Hwia me say question Nyanteji. Meda 2011 or so thereabout. Ma da no fa be 2am. Number be from the private number. So I picked up. And if I know you are asleep, please wake up. I know you are close to Kwesi Nyanteji. Tell him that on this day, Yoko is coming to the FA to come and raid the FA. So whatever documentation that he has to put aside, he should do it. Tell him. Now cut a line. Yeah. Done. The next day, Ami, Tony Bafo, Seko for Kwame Ayu. Then Nyanteji will meet him in the office. So after the meeting, I'm so president, no one made dano. Message when I'm in Tebeya, Sisi because you see a week from today. I remember it was a Tuesday. The Yoko is coming to the FA. So I told him. Then he started. Outside the explanation, he started. If you let the work, the president was at the castle. Edification nearby said, me yes, I didn't sir. I was a call, Zeri Council was a committee. So then I'm saying, Tony Bafo as the president. Just listen to Augustine and do what you. No, say okay. Done. On the day, my grandma, no drive. I remember I was driving behind Golden Tulip. Then I received a call from Tony. He was in Dubai doing the Under-20 World Cup also over there. Augustine, I said, are you a prophet? I said, what? You remember what we told Mr. Nyantiji last week? I said, it's happening as we speak.
Wow.
I'm so really? Also, yes. So I was driving. So I tuned into Happy FM. And I could see the commotion. I heard Kofi Poku Alewa speaking on radio, blah, blah, blah. I'm so, wow. Anyway, did Yoko find something at the FA? Nothing.
No.
I had given the information out there. I don't know what he took out there. Maybe there was nothing. Yeah. But I told him, Onunka Denchen, 2014, if you World Cup, those was also an eminent BBB or best racing hotel. Organizing some conference, we are ready to call Mona. Then somebody called. Said, I don't know, private number from Abu meeting Ahinful. I hear there is this conference at best. Tell Kwesi Nyantiji not to attend because when he goes, something will happen. So you shouldn't go. No cat lie. I know, partner, my friend. President, they say, and they almost here conference be your best. Menya ko bisa menko. Nkwa BBC. Also, Mama Yarga friend. That time, yeah, Mama Yarga sports minister. After me say, then do the I'm so President, we're a fee. I guess. So around 11:30, I was in Tema. So I picked up. Augustine, as I'm not kind of see you. I'm sorry. How is that call? Because any minimum as I'm can't yet. Only me babe kwani the SEO until me cry me feel. As the president, me catch it. That was 2014. Fast forward the next year, 2015. What's our market there where you're corrupt in the way you may feel as a management committee member done?
The same person you've been giving information.
A committee that I sit on that I'm not paid. Hey, you obey me, yo. Oh my God. I'm from one. But then they removed me and said that I said, no.
I remember.
When I say that you know I am a corrupter, am I saying that Dan or him or me? No. I said that you know I am corrupt because why? Western Region RFA election was coming up. 2 people who wanted to contest the incumbent were disqualified. Yeah, you know, in the incumbent on Sino Chroma 24/7. Partly or outside of Ghana, partly or Hadi. Fine, but how is he going to administer football properly in a football calendar year?
Whilst he's outside the country.
So let some people contest him. If he wins, thanks. So I mean, what I know going to radio video. Let me be said there. What was the reasons for disqualification? No, so guy be was order sign a form no. Yes, on your own no sign it. Now sir, does he work with the team? Also yes, on like vice. Done in you are guessing no. To what not done in you or guessing and also from the club no. What's on head done no anything or disqualified. Now so wow, massa. Anyway, yeah, you know I corrupt. Ain't that the man the yen to me. That's all I said. Then the FA says that I've said they were corrupt. They mixed the thing up. Called Tony Bafu. Tony Bafu called me. Tony, please. I know your parents are fancies. If I say ye corrupt, what is the meaning? Abedi Pele was in that meeting. He said, okay, it means that all of us, including yourself.
Mm-hmm. So,
why would the FA say that I said they were corrupt? But then, sorry, make under 20 management committee. Here, World Cup or New Zealand. All the committee members applied for visas. It was only me and lawyer Wahid and Palmer, who was the chairman, who were giving the visas. Because our records were there. Alaji Has came to Australia because of the American passport, so he could travel. In the end, when we had to World Cup or New Zealand, none of us was able to accompany Palmer because New Zealand denied us the visa. Because one, it was not even applied for us. Because you see, that is how they do it this way. Okay, so Echo pre-season trainer, some of the members will accompany. When they are going to a tournament, you are. But me, Augustine Ahinful, I am a coach. I am a part of the 10-card director. I am a management committee member. And I should be part of the team throughout. You can even tell me that, oh, I guess, yeah, man was ask away, but your person will cut him because of the knowledge you have. Yeah. You have played under 20 World Cup before, you are a coach. So the visa was not even applied. So when we go to Australia, those people left here and were denied the visas. So now, you're Australia, what's here apply or New Zealand embassy or Sydney? We went applied, but it was denied. Yeah, so yes, and lawyer, guess what? We're going to Australia. Not even $1 was given to anybody, including the players. And I said, look, from way to come that far, chocolate impo, you want to Australia chocolate because purse holder was not given an Australian visa. So the purse holder was rather given New Zealand visa. So the boys received their. You see, that is the confusion. That is the confusion within the setup. Into such a thing, Augustine Ahinful travels to Australia, not giving anything, comes back without complaining. And you say, hey, maybe that committee, I should be worried. No, Dan. No, come to think of it. I sat on the technical committee for 4 years. Did you know my sitting allowance at the time? 70 Ghana cedis. I come from Trazako to the FA. Every Tuesday was a technical committee meeting. And my sitting allowance was 70 Ghana cedi then. At the boom cry a month. So it is not the money, but it's about how you are going to look at the process and correct them.
You said something, say your football now and your coaches, but you think that coaches is about 10%. So recycling of coaches, especially at the national team level.
Well, okay, so the national team, blasters and recycling all that much. Yeah. When you come down, sometimes when you cry, and simple there, they wonder why appointment, How appointment, I don't know. Look, Ben Kofi actual book be. And there was a time Namo GTV, Kato 4 program be. But now the president of the FA, the issue was coaching. I intentionally went on that program with that Ben Kofi book. And when I showed the book to the host, he was surprised. Because Ben Kofi book in page 163, when you go there, every issue that the African coach, you did not be specific on Ghana, the African coach faces is there. I'll give you a copy for you to read. And as in your time, every coach in this country should buy that. I think they sell it at the bookshops or whatever. Every coach in this country should buy that book. It's a coaching book. Everything with sketches and diagram, whatever is there. And he has written page 163. When you go there, it's there. When I said this on Cast program, somebody tested somebody that is not true. I don't want to mention his name because I don't want to really well. Yeah. That I was lying. That Ben Kofi had not written any book.
Oh, how?
Yes. To the extent that Malam colleague or me junior did the mark with some. Yes. So you can meeting, the Ghana Football Awards. You can meeting. Timoko and one of the guys, guess now Casas and no crazy coach. And I said, yes, if you like, give me the time, I'll bring the book from the house. So I went home and I brought the book. Maybe I'm my colleague, junior player now can that committee, Before I'm also on show book, but when I brought a book, no book, I said, that book I'm supporting or printing. Yes. Then I opened that page to them. Now guy is hey, you ask me there. Ben Kofi intro book. That's the book, Ronnie. This is the book. So when you don't know, you don't know. You don't pretend to know. When you say, and I've emphasized on 163 page. Echo done. Them question beside me. You refocus. No. There is something fundamentally wrong when an African coach is in charge. So why is it that the white man is there and that thing is not happening? But then the local or the African coach is there and is going through. the issue for me, Augustine, yes, some of the coaches also indulge in certain things. As a member of the technical committee then, issues be able to we invited the coaches and they admitted before us. Saints. But I'm saying that I will not even give 20% to the issue of Ghana football as coaching. My colleagues and our coaches, one, maybe they are so coward, intimidated to that extent that won't you're bold enough because they so much want the job and that everything goes. No. Sometimes, Dan, when you mnya kakra, cover do kakra, don't let anybody run it. No. Jamede, football ni bi abakade men penasam and I'm chilling. Now you don't know what you are talking about because Otoado when he was appointed the first time, I was the first person who said, "Oh, if he has done the right thing to appoint Otto," but I wish there his appointment was into the future. Because he appointed Otto for the 2 Nigerian matches. That's true. After the 2 Nigerian matches, and then Yeboah African Cup qualifier in June. So if we don't qualify for the World Cup, are we going to sack him and appoint somebody else? I wish the appointment was into the future. The next day, all over the place, Augustine Ahinful says that the FA erred in appointing Otoado. Yes. And the president of the FA was not happy. Because he asked me in a meeting, and I told him, did you read the headline or read the story? You see, Otto is my brother. If I call him right now, you pick up, Augustine, how are you? I am never against Otto, no. I even said I wish that an appointment was into the future. So that there will be that continuity over there.
Who your quality of materials a career and your recent performance? Work up to 2020.
Oh, Dan, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. I've always said that the national team, to me, I think it should be one of the most easiest jobs. Only the reason why. Because any day today, Juma, Juma say, Dan Kwaku Yeboah be all bobo peace FM, me Kwaku no. Augustine Ahinful be all take transact, me Kwaku because Mate say, I see me see be all me Kwaku no, then I'll make an informed decision as to my selection. No. Sometimes you select players and people say, Yes, I'm saying that. Say, Because, let me take the World Cup. Otto gave his explanation, but from where I'm coming from, he picked the players based on blah, blah, blah. But Elisha Owusu and Joseph Painter, who would you have picked?
Joseph, obviously. Because he was our best player at the time.
Not even the best player. He played consistently with his team. Assuming say who the ba. Joseph Painter on Bobby Mpa, bring him and let him sit on the bench. Did Elisha Owusu play? No. But he was part of the team. The World Cup.
I remember other people questioning.
Inti, when I've played the game before and I see this thing happening, I'm okay with it, or I should be okay with it. So, as a coach, people will blame you. Inti, I'm a better coach, so. Meanwhile, I be a open. But you are not bold enough to come out and say, A, B, C, D happened. That's how come I did what I did. But you have done it. Because your chroma, Talal Fatal, I wouldn't even a boy. If I'm junior, Tim Ben, my brother. At a point in time, National Under 17 echo training to Algeria or Switzerland or Italy, somewhere there. He was part of the team. The coach knew that he was not going to pick him. Yembusa will say, what influenced his selection? Obia kobet me akwa bibi dey drop in no. You didn't call it. He wasn't part of the final, and that was to me your worst under 17 team performance. Okay, I said Nigeria for share 6-1B.
Which year was this?
2011.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opele was assistant.
Yeah. Okay.
You lost our first match against Nigeria, 6-1 or so. And they call you to Congo, so I'm saying Ivory Coast ball draws, vice versa. Yeah. Oh, this is the national team. Why should you take this boy there, knowing in your heart that he will not be part of the team, and you drop some player who could have probably gone into the training camp and performed well? 2 years out there, I bet you blame you. Oh, and the coach is now mobile. They should be bold enough. They should stand up. They should. Also, they know what time is it. I said, or it's all Mujam now. Maminka Winchell. I could tell again in 2015. Many seeking a scouting man. Yakobo 3-5-2 against Senegal. First match. Almost share. Let me catch a chairman, George Free. Say, chairman, players now want this format no in CTA. Nti catch a coach. He called a meeting, the coach. And he was trying to blame the scout. Say, mini CK. Because of the maybe man, who coach no? You appointed you. Also, you appointed just before Nations Cup. You appointed you. Who share the next day? Now the team they call Spain. To me, as a professional player, wrong. Say I go about tropical country. Near the team they call Spain. All winter for training, but he took them there. If he's who call Spain, no, many CK now say scouted on the teams. Senegal were a group. They were camped in Morocco. Algeria were a group. Omo Abu Dhabi. South Africa omo a group. No more Gabon. Because Gabon and Equatorial Guinea the same weather. Yen to me, why I'm sure say yen provision for us to travel. Intermediate me am ko internet na me hwebo pa. I was able to write a report, sent to Master Kunedu to give it to him. When we came and we lost our first match, coach, you say, hey, they scout me when I give job. Or Kasa we are na George, Kasa na George. So Obia will be can. Professor Minjeto, CK or Master. I'm say, coach, I don't really understand where you come from. Things are done differently. Where we come from, things are also done professionally differently. One, you gave an instruction and you left. Did you make sure whether we had tickets, hotel reservation, pocket money, what have you, to be able to help us execute the job as you've given us? Did you? Over there where you are coming from. There's an office, you go, everything is there for you. You are. Did you make sure? So when he saw my argument was going, oh, no. You, let's leave it. You see, let's leave it and then address the issue going forward. I'm catching George. So if we continue with this format, we might go out. Because the next match was against Algeria, the top-ranked team in Africa then. Or maybe we knew our first match. Now George catch him, I approached the coach and told him that Ghanaians revert to the 4-4-2, whatever you have it. He said, okay, because you are appointing, he said you should go to Equatorial Guinea and do well. Okay, so no problem. When it happens, we will take the blame. What happened? We did better. Samoa scored, and then we won and won and won. Went to the final, unfortunately, penalty. I was writing the report after every match. Mini CK, and I'll put it together. CK will they present it to Maxwell, and Maxwell will give it to him. Whatever. And Coach Otitu was there doing CAF technical study, so we're helping, and you're also helping us. And the information was passed on. This is how we have to work together. Done. Nobody is against anybody. Ghana League. Oh, why not? You see, there's always quality here. And found how you see the game. One, we don't have good pitches. So, smooth play of the game, you will not see. Because I was watching last week, is it Nations FC or what not? And the bumpy nature of the field. But that's what we have. Our issue done. It should be, your question should be, say, me, Augustine Ahinful, do I support the idea of owners of the club being also part of the executive?
So that issue is very contentious.
That is where the problem is.
At the normalization committee level, I suggest a Senka in free home.
That is the problem. And we don't want to talk about it. Because Michel Nancy, Kotokoko, is it Brekum? No, Ediana.
Ediana.
Who your papa be no care if you phone the home. And even my own colleague, I'm in any airlines in sea, Captain Tando or whatever, whatever cap, Major Tando or whatever. Yeah. Only behavior. Done. I mean, how can we? And Emmanuel Dasibela, that they didn't even allow him to watch the match. No, Dan, these things should not be allowed to fester in our league. No.
How
would you know? Because they are also part. They are in the same soup. Into who go your tree. Now where Jadra home. And I'll be Jadra no way Jacrantina home. No, Dan. They are all part. And they don't want to listen to they don't want to hear the truth. Because that is the crux of the matter. And no more because so 1 year club official, now only FA, now 1 year partner. You can't pick up a phone and intimidate any referee or match commissioner. You can't. Because what will be your locals to do that? But you per se, you better come once him. So we are going to be in a phase or this phase for a long time to come. Until that time, that everyone say no. Maybe I hear idea. And yet. And yeah, because one, maybe Gaffa. And yeah, GFO, maybe Gaffa. Ghana Amateur Football Association. The chairman of Gaffa at the time was not a club owner.
Even at the time, you're professional.
Yeah, you're professional. There were people involved because a association. They can always come to meeting, like Real Madrid, Barcelona. They all go into meeting. But to run the league and the FA using people who own clubs? No, it's a no-no, Dan. It's a no-no.
Before I'm a wrap here, national team career from under 17 year Bobby.
Me Bobby, your first qualifier for 1991 qualifier. You Sierra Leone crap, Bobby.
Oh, okay.
You're breaking a coffee in a bano, and a woman frame me because. I was at that time, no. I think the committee chairman also, Mr. Kojo Kwashi.
Yeah.
May he so rest in peace. Yes. Oh, you second year, Azak expand. When me papa here, Nana Azak is ebe ko relegation. I said, "No, no, catch them you." Answer all babu. Azak is ebe ko relegation. Near only soccer missionaries. That time you suspend the Azak as so second D. Tina umbo match no advanced FC one pack e wo Winneba. Advanced Park. There was Starless. There was Teshinugwa. Inti, he break Friday and now Saturday. Friday he breaks a yanko. Inti yanko because myself and Beno we didn't want to go. Saturday Wana soccer mission for the car buy. When we reach the yanko ball league match, we can't refuse to go. Meanwhile Saturday na Kojo Kwashi aba camp wo mo there ho na me so da second year Azak's match pad or wa relegation unity. Dan. Otunika akoya Azak soccer mission for the one team bus back. Now we have to go. Coach Oti was Coach Okwai was our coach. He go camp. The next day park. No guess I work at Jambo ball nation number 9 JC. I scored hat-trick. We scored them 5-0. Yeah. And Azak's went down. So my dream far. First qualifier I played. In a grass against Sierra Leone. We beat them 2-1. Ozeko 4 and I think Willie Brown was also scored. Ozeko for Ghana a penalty no share. Return league yeko Sierra Leone no anko bi. They buy a breaking camp yeko. Here resume camp. I wasn't invited. I don't know. Okay. Me I didn't know. Meaning, done. Fast forward. Now soccer missions any under 20. That time coach under 20. Now you will win by friendly match was in for so. Into a bus in for so now. After match was I guessing. Why not in camp? Them so coach. You ever camp on man friend? Then I will invite you in under 20. So when my colleagues were in Starless, now me under 20. You will win by. Into back under 20 team, first under 20 AYC Kwaku Egypt. Robert Shen, Kevin Manuel Tetemuni, young qualify. Second one Kwaji Mauritius. 93. Into Starless. Now me about satellite. The satellite when you say me before I me fi Ghana no more from my first Black Stars. I didn't really play because I was traveling. the 93 me call ye 94 you call Tunisia 94 by na nyina were integrated into the national team because at the time massa striking am bono Tony Yeboah on a peak Kwame Ayu was there Ali Ibrahim was there it was so 94 I remember your first match Accra Sports Stadium it's a Sierra Leone 4-1 and we nyina first match okay make us me because he came there no more baby that match I'm the CK captain it's almost 4-1 and then in between Tony Aba on say those time last time who well say bomb Jafra Ahinful Chairman me can show Yeboah pre-World Cup qualifier 95 against Tanzania you go Tanzania you go ball draw e back Kumasi na 1-1 me na me share winning goal if you was that team no and you dey call Olympic Games US Atlanta when say me na me share go me qualify to the World Cup itself proper like the qualification first final phase when it's the first match I was not invited yes because any Morocco botu to be Kumasi I was not invited yes I scored for us to qualify to that phase I was not invited they invited at Moses and all I'm so at a crown a take cano yeah and finally Morocco focus 1-0 bima yam fan qualify yes indeed yeah time in there and this and there you can sit down close your eyes and say that
how many now?
okay so I was part of the 2098 I was part of the qualifying but like me kano na Tony Abedi omunya omu be wenti they were rather the time omu fade or no like Abedi say after Burkina also on Bobium Tony so say no so and then Dosena came so Dosena came no obehwe ye nyina wa brochire me na minim no any Boa Vista Porto any Loiria Boa Vista e pon match no fresh or no new coach for Blasters obehwe now he's very happy in the times not fair my ngu nanimu ase and that team no he called only me yes and on the first match he ngu nanimu ase Cameroon ko share almost 3-1 Mali 2002 na minka because then about can 2000 every who say CK so ankobi after the Nations Cup no man ko ye we could say na e ba so say on pese o mu yi CK fi on the Osekufo ba no Osekufo was not happy because how can say nti Osekufo rejected and the CK dey em say no ana omu eyi no minim so on fi say be a problem no CK o but emu dey wa no ma frɛ na ne merema me kai say 2004 Nations Cup about Tunisia mwa 2004 young qualify Rwanda na share last match 1-0 yeah I was part of that team yes because we were playing until that qualifier na young kwankwankobo nti your time ni there na remember your fa broni bi obaji sika kwakwa baby Zibadinovic
when my mother shake now
thank you obesha minister Steven Bedu or Turkey after match they call me fee and I was yeah, Kobo match we know invited man, but I'm saying that nobody invited us. No, I'm saying yes. No, you list of players or submit on Monfrey. Monfrey, I'm saying nobody called me. I say nipa because on you win because I say what throw phones in one family that be there. Okay, in any case, one for I don't one for fax. Those times are fax na age man. On send fax and from Brahma Club. I say, are you sure? I say yes. Obi wa na what you say enfro. It happened in our time so much. Now, but they do baby no so na assistant because it was just obvious. And times Steven appear. Em say na okan hu nti ohun sa anyoma no. Nti em so be take you over no. No officer no. National team and building the keke. There was say unya the core of the team at material times we are available. Tani building national team. Nti na we say Harry Maguire. One was boy and yeah. So national team, the best friend, because coach, would that believe in him. So that's how they build national team. Then there was a way, but I say way, you now have a proper national team. In the air time there, the talent was there, but it was as a result of Fred and Kwaku Yeboah squad. Next match, I forget Ahinful squad. Or Chile no more for on him but there was not consistency. Indeed, that's the difference.
I didn't know what I say up and coming footballers are.
My make me nu am nkuta and say look say who the waste was a side dwuma we na opese o ya e so ma wadwen ekoso because it's a full-time job until time I can say, oh, Yeboah no bo. Into one, also respected time. Time. Me and me tia make us say, meaning the reason why I obey my time I'm late. I come here. 2, discipline. I can't discipline. Say obey who be kwana odi say go echi na we try to say no. Discipline, self-discipline, discipline towards your coaches, discipline as to taking instructions in, discipline colleagues, respecting them, and around you. Metwe aka enyoma wudi enya ade ni nya we self-discipline no bebre won because football is bebre omu pranya muscle injury bebre no because they don't drink enough water, they don't eat good food, they don't rest enough. This time pokra na social media no abanu kra inti mi we coach bi na otie mi a ope kra wo tough man na match bi ano the night before no any players in can this are my rules, your telephones will not be by you. By 10:30, I'm coming for all your phones. It will be there. Put it off. The next day after the match, you can have it. So that the players will be enough time to rest. Because they don't rest. Who take time to Kaya? Or see immediately after my dressing room, comes a place on my phone. They don't rest enough. Nina comes under discipline. And then also, make sure you pray. And say, but because they believe in some supreme being, put it before and I'm sure say he would give you the luck because luck so you're very very important. Luck is very very important. See? But luck and back you need to seek for luck by way of say wankasa obey your man for as long as or game no against your profession. You should also know say it's a very short time. Career no span no very very short. And to make the best out of this short time given. Especially, I mean, you're more outside. Make the best out of the short time given. It's not too late. And found BBA. Make sure, say, become self-disciplined. Yes, when it comes to enjoy yourself. But have a limit. Thank you.
Legendary Augustine Ahinful. What an interesting conversation. I've had a few interviews that I've enjoyed, and I would have to rank. I had one with Kofi Ntoidai. Another one.
When is a minute airlines in C? MB. On to make a so boy now, but so normal. On Abdul Razak.
I've really enjoyed this conversation. The essence of this program is for the up and coming footballers, the up and coming journalists to learn and know that what somebody is doing today has been done in the past, and a lot of lessons will drawn from this conversation. I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
One last question. Now, say coaching about 10%. If you say administration, if you see journalists in SF football.
Look, Dan. Journalists be more. Journalists are genuinely they want good things for Ghana. So if you look at their arguments, you always think that maybe they are against you or something. The brave so is because politically we are so divided into Wemujina and a Wemujina. And that is where the problem is. Because I don't see why. So recently, last I wasn't happy. Say at the dressing room, some journalists wanted to by force say, or more attack players. I think say there was that opportunity to either a press conference or something, but to want to directly attack Canada as a former footballer, no, I didn't support it. But ebimsu owa, uti omo argument na. One, I will say the FA no got it wrong, because say yemu bimo omuka FA no as journalists or whatever, then we're able to go to the Nigeria camp to go and interview them, put it on social media for us to listen. Now say, dear, entering by a camp. And now entering the day you and now be between common. Then we have a problem. Under the same rule. And no nebe created this way, man. So journalists want to maybe attack players or what have you. And you're making sure, say journalists now genuinely omo pese edwuma no ekɔ no yes they should the efe no ka say efe na bibi na e good abom abaso enya ka but nin kan mu no dan not to that level like recently we saw our brother Songo do. Oh, and yet that level you don't have to go to this extreme. I love him as a brother. Even though no I disagree with him. But not to that level. When we do that, then we are descending deep into gutter. And I make us a football so-called people. Me can because me ball hockey. So-called don't have to take a stand. Fan no more pa. A particular, especially the Black Stars. Black Stars at times is here some draconian measures bia omode ato team no ho 2015 na Equatorial Guinea I want me hu da chi ni me hu no me hu Black Star Hotel anopa omo sometimes we ate with them players in the DVR they also go in we all sat down and then we talked the team was up there this time now blocking players and journalists in the mum na no man go yi. What are the issues? Why can't because journalists and the best selling FNO rightly out there. Nti nyoma ye and enye omo na debeko. And I also entreat my journalists for that. Don't take a stand. Because most of you no stand wrong. Emma, Dan podium near the mamwa. It's your but how you use it is the issue.
Okay, like I did say, I've really enjoyed every bit of this conversation. I'm sure it will go down in history as one of the best interviews I've had. I've enjoyed it, and I'm sure you've enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much, legendary Augustine Ahinful, and I love you for your faith in the Supreme Being. And you'll be an obebo breadru baby. Or no betu nyame so. Up and coming guys who nya $5,000 if you are in Yamini. So I respect people who have been up there and still have so much respect for the Most High God. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again.